What is up, guys? My cat just scratched the shit out of me. She's not happy. I had a harness around her. I took her outside and she was not happy with that. But welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I want to talk about something that I'm very glad to see people focusing more on. Not more on, but more on. I am going to talk today about healing and my specific process and my own journey. And I really honestly hope that this video helps somebody out there that's looking to heal or that's beginning their healing journey. Whatever it is, whatever you're going through, I hope that you find something helpful in this video and that it makes some type of a difference in your life. And I always say there's no point in learning or gaining experience if you're not at some point gonna share that with the world and possibly help somebody out there. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Michelle. In this channel, we dance, we work out, we grow, we motivate each other. We have fun. We have fun, we grow, we heal, we do what we gotta do. So I hope you find something in this channel that interests you. But for today, we're gonna talk about healing. And the reason I'm comfortable talking about this right now is because I feel like I've gotten to a point in my life and I hope it continues to get better. I have a lot of faith and I have a very positive outlook for a lot of things right now. But the reason why I'm comfortable sitting here making this video now is because I've reached a point in my life where I'm happy, I'm peaceful, and I'm proud of myself for not having given up on myself. Because it's so easy to just sit back and be like, you know what? I guess that's just what life is. But no, I chose not to give up on myself, and I chose the healing route, and I chose that if I'm going through a shitty time right now, I have to keep on going because it's only gonna get better. One of the things that I learned a while ago was that when you feel like you've hit rock bottom, that's actually a good thing, because when you hit rock bottom, you can't go any lower than that. The only way to go is up. So let's get to talking. So let's talk about my healing process. I'm gonna give you guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps to healing that I sat with myself and I was like, okay, I think this is more than anything what made a difference in my life. Actually, there's one that I missed and I can't believe that I missed it. There's one that I missed, but it varies from person to person because it definitely depends on what you believe on. I believe in God. I believe that I'm never alone. I believe I have the baddest team in this world that I could possibly have. I feel and I believe and I know deep within me that I'm divinely guided and that I'm divinely protected. That being said, if you don't believe in that, if you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in a higher power, that's fine. We don't judge here. You do what you gotta do. You believe in what you want to believe. Regardless, these are the steps that worked for me. But no judgment. We all believe in what we believe in and we respect each other. Let's get started. I guess my main step, I would say, for me, that was the first thing that I did. I turned to God. And I was like, I'm feeling this type of way. I'm going through this. One of the things, if you believe in God, is knowing that He knows you better than you know yourself. And just opening up yourself to that higher power. And I always hear when they say, ask and it shall be given. Ask and you shall receive. And just give Him your worries. And that's number one what I did, where I was like, you know what, I'm just handing it over to you because I don't know what to do anymore. But that was one of the main ones. But let's get into my steps. Number 1, identify what you're healing from. What is it that's making you feel a specific way? What is it that's lowering your vibration? What is it that's making you feel wounded? Because the healing process, we're healing because there's some type of dis-ease, right? Some type of wound. Something happened that hurt you and that now you're wounded, now you're hurt, and I need to heal. So what is it? Identify that first. And for me, it was a number of things. But for anybody, it could be loss, it could be heartbreak, it could be so many different things. But identify it within yourself. What is it that is making me feel this way? At least that way you know what it is that you need to either move away from, what it is that you need to confront, work on, whatever it is. Identify what's going on and what you need to heal from. Number 2, for me, it was very important to let go. It was very important. This is hard, but it was important to make peace with the past, which I have. So I don't know why I feel this way right now, but wow, this is weird. It was important to let go and make peace with the past. And when I say let go, a lot of what I went through happened and then left my life, right? But I feel like as humans, one of the mistakes that we make, or sometimes it's subconscious that we don't even think about it, is the fact that you're not there physically anymore, but we stay focused on the past. We stay focused on the hurt. So what I did one day was I had to sit with myself, and I was like, these things are no longer physically in my life. So what that means is that I'm living in the past. I am focusing on things that happened in the past, but the past is gone. Like, I'm here now, and in order for me to live a good future, I need to make my now the best that I possibly can. And I know the past wasn't the greatest, but if I stay living in the past and reliving the past, what can I expect for my future? I had to just make peace with everything. It was such a chaotic time in my life. I guess it's what people will call trauma. It was so chaotic that I kind of sort of just stayed there, and I was always just thinking about it and how could I have made this better? It was just a huge issue with letting go. I couldn't let go. But that's why it's also important to get to know yourself. You have to get to know yourself. You have to sit with yourself. You have to be okay having these conversations with yourself. Because like Les Brown says, some people will listen to you and not care, and other people will care enough to be like, thank God it's happening to that person and not to me. So you have to be there for yourself. You have to do for yourself. And so I did. I literally drove one day, I drove off into the abyss, and I just sat with myself. I bawled my eyes out, and I was like, I'm not there anymore. Like, Michelle, you need to leave what's in the past. Like, as much as it hurt, just leave it there. It's gone. I need to be okay right now to even have a shot at a good future, right? So I really had to do that. I had to just let go, make peace with the past. I can't change it, but what I can do is change my mentality and change my thoughts about right now so that my future will be better. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense for somebody. Trust me, letting go is not easy. It really isn't. And I think what's happening right now is that I let go so much that I don't even think about certain things anymore. And to make this video, I have to kind of sort of think about them to go back to what helped me heal. So I think this is important too, though, because every so often it's important to revisit the past just to see how far you've come. But whew, okay, moving on to the next step. Validating your feelings. You have to validate your feelings. Let me tell you something. We live in a world where if you're looking for external validation in order to be happy, you're never gonna get it. Because everybody's going through their own issues. Everybody has their own opinions. You know how they say, be grateful for your situation because there's someone out there having an even worse experience. I know people that if you tell them what you're going through, girl, I went through worse, and then they start telling you everything they went through, but it's like, no, I just want you to listen to me. Do you know what I mean? And I'm so grateful to have people like that in my life, but there's nothing like sitting with yourself and just having your own back. And even then, there will be times when you question yourself, like, am I overreacting? Am I this? Over fucking react. Who cares? Like, this is your situation. If you need to roll yourself up on the floor and fucking cry, then that's what you do to make yourself feel better. And then afterwards, get up, dust yourself off, put your fucking crown on, and keep it moving. Because you have to do it for yourself. If that's what you're doing, if you need to just let out a scream and a cry, do it, because that's your body and your soul releasing. And I feel like so much of the time we're so afraid to do it because what are people gonna think? Let me tell you something. Those people are not living your life. Those people have no idea how you feel, just like you have no idea what those people are going through. So we're all fighting our own battles. That's why they say be kind to others, because you have no idea what other people are going through, just like they don't know what you're going through. And just like I'm telling you, validate your own feelings. Everyone should validate their own feelings so that we could hopefully at some point come together at more of a healed state of being for ourselves. Because as they say, hurt people hurt people. When you're going out into the world being hurt, it's kind of like, I don't give a shit what people, I don't give a shit what you're going through, because I'm hurt. I'm hurting right now. Being hurt makes you not happy for other people's accomplishments. And I say that because I've been there. It makes you unhappy. The fact that they're happy makes you even more mad, because why am I not happy? I'm hurting. Why are you smiling while I'm crying? That's why I feel like healing is so important, because it gets you to a point where it's like, I'm happy. I'm happy and I want to see you happy, because I've hurt, so I know what it feels like to hurt. Does that make sense? Validate your own feelings. Sit with yourself and realize what you're feeling. And if you're lucky enough to have people in your life that listen to you, that go for it. Talk to people as much as you need to, but more than anything, be there for yourself. Next, and it was so important because a few years ago, about 6 years ago or so, I went through a very deep depression. And that's when I realized I was going through a lot of negative self-talk, a lot of mistreating myself. And that's when I started tending to my garden. You won't hear me talking badly to myself. Like, there's even times when I do something, I'm like, oh my God, Michelle, you're so stupid. And then I'm like, no, you're not stupid. I literally have to like pull back. No, you're not. You made a mistake. We're learning from the mistakes and we're keeping on. You're not stupid. We're not stupid. I'm smart. I'm beautiful. I'm a whole fucking queen. And I love myself so much. I adore myself. And I know some people will see that as like, she conceited. I don't care. I don't care what you think. Because I love who I am, and I'm at peace with myself right now. I'm happy. I love me, and I'm not gonna stand here. When I love people, I'm not gonna go up to them and be like, you're fucking stupid. No, you're not. You're beautiful. You're everything. You're not enough. You're more than enough. And these are all things that I tell myself, but I had to learn to tend to my garden, to cut out all the weeds that shouldn't be there. And I know there's still some around, but that's why next point is consistency. You have to be consistent with yourself. Take the time to literally heal. Take the time to feel, because healing comes through feeling. Through. The key word is through. It doesn't go from going around your problems. Sorry guys, my camera died. I think I was talking about consistency and time. You have to be consistent with yourself. You have to cut out all those weeds that are growing in your garden, because if you don't tend to them, they will overflow. They will take over. And I feel like that's a big part of what happened to me. I feel that I focused a lot of my energy into other things instead of taking care of myself. And stress will also reveal itself in forms of physical pain and a lot of things that just everything kind of just came together, and I let myself go a lot. I focused a lot of energy on other things that were not in myself. I had no choice. There were certain things that I had no choice from. There were other things that had a hold on me. But the consistency that I'm having with myself now, the amount of care and how I'm loving myself now is very different. I've taken the energy from things that I can't control. I've taken energy back from things that are gone, that are never gonna come back into my life. And I've made peace with all of that. And here's the thing, every single day is easier than the last. And I have gotten to a point where I can sit with myself peacefully. My mind doesn't wander the way that it did before. I can actually focus my mind on things that I want to focus on. And here's my thing. I used to be afraid or embarrassed of sharing my age, because I was like, I'm getting older. I'm 31 years old right now. And I know people look at young people like 20-year-olds and blah, blah. and you're in your prime, you're so young, I feel better right now than I ever did in my 20s or in my early 20s or in my teens, because I feel a deeper sense of like knowing who I am, finding value in myself, knowing myself more than I've ever known myself, pushing through so many things, pushing myself in ways that I never had before, while at the same time being patient with myself. Do you know what I mean? Knowing what I'm capable of now because of my healing journey. Before it was like a whole fucking hurricane in my mind. There's things that I wish I could change from the past, but we can't. So there's no point in even wishing for a different past, right? Because that's a waste of time. You have to accept what was and accept what is, but you don't have to accept it for where I am right now is permanent. It's not. It's up to you. Your mentality, your thoughts are literally up to you. Not at that very moment, but you have to sit with yourself and make that decision that your life is gonna be better, that you want to be happy, that you deserve it, that you deserve all the good things in life, that you deserve to have what you want, right? You can't change other people, you can't change past situations, but you can change your life. Not instantly, but you can do that self-work so that later on in the future you're just gonna look back and be happy at everything that you did. Be proud of yourself for not giving up on yourself. And that's where I am right now. Like, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, let me, because I'm getting older, let me crack my shoulder. Let me stretch my back. But more than anything, let me give thanks to God for another day that He's given me. And like I said, it's good to look back every so often and just see how far I've come. Because let me tell you, this time last year, I was a mess. Wow. With that, I say, your healing journey and your self-love journey are incredibly intertwined. And as you heal, as you spend more time with yourself, because the fact that you're living every day doesn't mean you're spending time with yourself. Sometimes we stay busy doing other things and we don't actually sit and get to know ourselves. But as you get to know yourself and spend time with yourself and you're nice to yourself, you start liking that person little by little even more. You start nurturing that person. And that love for yourself starts growing even more. I just hope anybody going through hardship, if you're going through anything difficult right now, you can't mentally or emotionally find a way out, don't give up on yourself. Keep going. Like I said, if you believe in God, turn to God. And I'm gonna list the things that I said again. Turn to God. Again, if you believe in that. Identify where you're healing from. Let it go. Make peace with the past. Validate your feelings. Tend to your garden and be consistent with yourself. Because consistency is one of the biggest signs of self-love. So, I really hope this video helps somebody out there. I'm so sorry that it was so hard to get through it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. If you don't yet follow me on social media, go ahead and follow your girl on there. I am on Snapchat, and these days I'm more active on TikTok than I've been on Instagram. But yeah, everything is in the description box below. Leave a like if you like this video, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in future videos. Bye.